Everybody, good morning. We are live. Just getting set up. I'll be turning my video on here in a minute.
Music licensing reimagined.
Got 5 minutes to the open here. So I'm looking for a long this morning off of the electronic valuary low here. Looking for a quick move out of the gate to valuary high. We got 5 minutes till the open.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
Alright, we got wish us some luck here. I kind of been doing some back testing and I noticed something that could be potential way to trade the open. I usually sit on my hands in the morning, so I'm risking $250 to make $330 here. I'm up $86 from yesterday's session, so see how this plays out in the end here.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
So good luck to us. So I'll put us if this ends up going the wrong direction on us, we'll be down 200.
Artlist.io.
Worst case scenario here. 1 minute open.
Music licensing reimagined.
Just checking out financial juice here. And looks like Trump and Zelensky are going to be talking, so that should be interesting. 10 seconds on open here. We're open. All right, we're moving up here.
Artlist.io.
YM's selling off a bit here. NQ's bouncing. We started bouncing, but we kind of stopped moving here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looks like I put on high day VWAP there. Okay, we're just breaking that. So are we gonna touch my takeover here? Let's move that down. Come on, tap it. Okay, we're out there, so I'm gonna go stop break even now.
Artlist.io.
So if we can break above the electronic point of control here, I will definitely be putting my next take profit a little bit closer. Let's see how this guy plays out. So far, I mean, this isn't bad. I mean, we got, what did I close out? 61.50 already
Music
on this trade.
licensing reimagined.
Okay, touching, you know, I'm gonna take a second one right here. Let's bounce again here.
Artlist.io.
Bouncing off that high day VWAP right now. Yeah, I took that second one off there because it looks like it might stop me out. So I want to grab some more profit. $81 now. But we're going to definitely hold this last one if it continues up. We don't get stopped out here shortly. So I'm actually on MNQ right now, not MES.
Artlist.io.
I should have been a little faster on that second order, taking that second order off here, but it's all good.
Artlist.io.
So we'll keep this stop in place here. How's the Meg 7 looking? Wow, Meg 7 looks way down. So interesting that Meg 7 dropped so
Music
hard,
licensing reimagined.
NQ is still holding up. YM went down, bounced up. ES is up, NQ is up. So, and we're back at
Artlist.io.
we're back at point of control. Could have waited on that second order, but I mean, is what it is. Rather capture it before it stopped me out. So now let's just play the waiting game. You know, I'm actually going to target value area high here instead of
Music
electronic value
licensing
area high.
reimagined.
A little more conservative target out of the gate. And we're getting there, so it's looking pretty good so far. Another 75. 86 now. See how this reacts
Artlist.io.
here. Hopefully we're just gonna plow right through it. Looks like he wants to go higher, but
Music licensing reimagined.
yeah, I'm out there. Nice trade there. So pretty easy from the open. 60, 70, 40, 130,
Artlist.io.
130 bucks ish on that trade. Very nice. Beautiful.
Artlist.io.
Nice trade to start it off there.
Music licensing reimagined.
That's how I like to start off the morning, with a quick W right out of the gate. So now we're gonna wait for the opening range to set, and then we're gonna take some trades off of
Artlist.io.
Okay, let's get our VWAPs in place. I was a little bit behind schedule. I set my alarm this morning, and then I guess I turned it off, and I kept sleeping. And then
Music
I woke up
licensing
and it was like, oh damn, it's
reimagined.
supposed to be live right now. So. Okay, let's just set. We got a 5-minute fair value gap. MES. And on yes, and it lines up right at electronic value area low. What
Artlist.io.
I'm gonna do here is I'm not gonna be watching NQ. What's going on here? Okay, let's get this MES.
Music licensing reimagined.
MES. Walker, what do you got? 64, 67 here.
Artlist.io.
Looks like I set these numbers up backwards. 64, 17, 50 is actually.
Artlist.io.
64, 67, 50. Yes. So we're
Music
right in that
licensing
fair value gap right
reimagined.
now, but we just crossed it.
Artlist.io.
Got Ocean Parish playing. Let's go to extra sauce here. Mic's on. Desktop audio's off. Alright, looks like we're all good. Kinda wish I recorded that at the open here.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
For some reason that fair value gap is gone. That bullish fair value gap on the 5.
Music licensing reimagined.
Kind of holding up above this view right here.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
New trade strategy worked on the first try. That's pretty awesome. I wish I recorded it because I would have. Now I'm gonna have to go back and clip it out, but that's all good.
Artlist.io.
All right, we're coming back here. So that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. I'm going to be taking a position right in the morning, depending
Music
on
licensing
its
reimagined.
opening price relative to the value areas. And then I'm going to try to cover pretty quickly and go to stop break even. Sort of like I did there. Did cover that one a little too early. Got out a little too early, but pulling back pretty hard, it looked like it could go right back to my stop. So
Artlist.io.
right at the electronic value area low on NQ now. Dow just falling. Dow's just falling like a knife. Like a butcher knife. It's fallen off the chopping block.
Music licensing reimagined.
So oh, good morning, Lafta.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, I kind of I slept in a little bit this morning. I don't know what happened. I must have been like half awake and turned my alarm off when it was ringing, because I originally planned to be up at
Music licensing reimagined.
5:30, and I woke up at 6:15. I'm like, oh my god, I'm supposed to be started streaming 1 minute ago. So I ran out here. I don't know if you were here for the first trade, but I went long just before the open, right on this 64 candle here. Let me go back. Or it wasn't. It was actually on NQ. But yeah, I went long just before the open. Covered my first one at the point of control, 2380. I had 2 more on. I ended up cutting the second one pretty close to my entry, and then I closed my third one, 23.814 area. So I'm out of the trade.
Music licensing reimagined.
Up decently on the day so far, so I'm up 238 in this account. I was up about 80 from yesterday, so that was a very fast win in the morning. Within the first 5 or so minutes, 7 minutes. Now we're just being patient here, looking for the opening range to close, to set here. We got a few more candles to go before we'll be there. 6:45, or no, it's right now. Yes, we're at the close of this candle.
Music licensing reimagined.
Your long ES, nice. So this is roughly our opening range. Okay, there we go. We closed out of that. Left as long ES. It's not a bad trade. It looks like we have the majority of our orders are up above here. Targeting 75, 76, 77. Lots of orders there. So we got our first break of the opening range here. Are we going to get some continuation? We're at value area low. Hesitating here a bit.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm going to try to join you here. I entered that. We're just going to target the point of control. The stop below the electronic value area low. If we start getting into profit, because it's a first break of the opening range, I'm going to pull my stop up there. Make sure we lock in some wins, because this on the first break of the opening range can often just turn around quickly. Not really getting any continuation here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Might cut this one early here, because it's not looking like we're getting continuation just yet. We might have to wait for the second break. Getting ready to drop my stop down here if it starts to head lower. Okay, we're getting a bit of a move in our favor here. So let's actually put this up here. I'm gonna put a sell order of 4 right there. So if we get that, we'll put our stop. We'll drop our stop in the break-even area.
Music licensing reimagined.
Still holding up here. There's just quite a few orders above. It could just be that roadblock gonna reject us, but try to be patient here. Like I said, if we can get to those orders, we'll just go stop to break even. Try to be conservative on this trade here.
Artlist.io.
Here we go, buyers. Let's plow through some of these orders.
Music licensing reimagined.
Pulling back here a bit. Let's see what happens here. Not looking to hold this one too long. Like I said, first break of the range typically pulls back pretty fast. So I'll definitely cut this one early. If we end up breaking this 9 EMA, that'll definitely be my
music licensing reimagined.
Get out early signal. Because this is It's looking like we're gonna break it here. One tick below it so far.
Artlist.io.
Okay, cutting it. Alright, so we're down 84 in this one.
Music licensing
Cut it a little
reimagined.
Our stop was down here at the 67s. But, yeah, that first opening range break on the first opening range break isn't my favorite trade. Could have been a little more aggressive on the profit taking there. Was up by a point, so didn't feel like it was time to take the profits, but you know, should have listened to myself and just dropped that stop up there. I just gotta go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. One sec.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Reimagined.
Turn this back on. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna lock out my other account because this one's up 238. Don't want to give any back, so we'll just lock that one out all day. That one I had into a little bit of drawdown, so it's nice we're back up to our max loss. We're $146 back into the green on that account. This account, okay, we're down 85, but we're up 500 on this account total. What's our drawdown? We're down a bit on the drawdown. I took a couple bigger losses on that account.
Music licensing
Get rid of this order.
reimagined.
That would suck to get tagged in. So, if we end up pushing lower, below pointed previous day low, I'll be, we have this naked point of control down here. So, I might do something like this for a trade. Targeting this electronic point of control.
Artlist.io.
Looks like we're gonna get the housing forecast here in the not too distant future. So
Music licensing reimagined.
the Mag 7's lower. We got YM is looking a little bit lower also here. And then all, like pretty much all of this is a little bit lower right now. So, yeah. YM like went down so much and then it bounced to break the pre-market high. And then now it's all the way back down, almost to the low again.
Licensing reimagined.
What a disaster move. So I'm gonna be patient on this entry though. I want to see it. You know, it's nice that we're below the New York and we're below the electronic hours. Electronic has been our resistance pretty much since, you know, since the open last night. I mean, we got above it for a while, but then I actually took part of this short trade here last night. So I mean, there's a decent chance we're going to be heading lower here. I don't see why not, right? So, but I do want to see it break the bottom of the range, maybe a break and sort of like a retest here, and then enter. So, we'll have to see how this plays out.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Somewhere I turned on a video, I hear it playing. Oh, that was it right there. Okay, got it.
Artlist.io.
So we got our first break of the lower end of the range now. So
music licensing
on 1 minute,
reimagined.
We need a nice little close. Let's go to the 2 at least. So we want a 2-minute closure below the previous day low here.
Artlist.io.
And we'll just do 3 contracts for now. 1 minute left on this candle. So if we can get a nice close down here, I'll definitely consider taking the short.
Music licensing reimagined.
We got that housing news in 1 minute. So
Artlist.io. Music licensing
10 seconds to that news here. We got a new candle, so I'm glad I didn't take that short there. But now that we're bouncing, we could consider taking this trade if it rips up to VWAP and comes back down, I'll definitely be interested in taking that trade now. It also gives us a little more range for our stop. We can do 8-point stop to
Artlist.io.
15-point take profit. We didn't quite make the New York or the overnight. We rejected off the 9 EMA.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Getting that bounce again.
Music licensing reimagined.
So we pushed up the 9. Okay, we got to the electronic VWAP. Let's see if we're gonna touch that New York, and I mean, if we break it, it's fine. It's right at the electronic value area low. So this could end up being, could just break through here and end up being support. So
Music licensing reimagined.
and since we got down here on this last push down below the range, look at all these orders disappeared up on 64.75 area. So
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
not a whole lot of action. NQ's trading below the value area low.
Artlist.io.
Just gonna double check on that too. Sure. Go to the 30. Okay, we ripped up. Yes, just broke VWAP. That's a pretty nice little sign.
Music
for
licensing
potential long now,
reimagined.
actually. So we could 4 for 4 right there. Could be an idea.
Artlist.io.
Check this out. Session volume profile. Huh.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
My numbers were definitely off on NQ.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, so those ones are good. Just for some reason my electronic hours were off. And time frame. I did that. Set volume profile. So nice close and hold above the New York there. I mean, technically that's an entry signal. Target top of the range. But the Dow's bouncing. NQ's bouncing a bit too. What do we got? Yeah. They're looking pretty similar.
Music
right now.
licensing
NQ's
reimagined.
a bit more. Yes, it's looking a little more bullish. Dow is, I mean, in my opinion, it looks bearish, but it's bouncing right now, so. So I'm gonna be patient on this one. I don't know. I'm not that convinced, you know, after this rejection of the high. I'm not that convinced that that's the best trade right now. Volume has kind of been dropping once we got above the New York.
Music licensing reimagined.
But if we see another nice rejection off the New York, that could be another indication that the buyers are in there. They're protecting their positions. So this was a decent break of the range, but you know, like, I would have liked to see a little bit more of like this candle a little bit bigger as the break of the New York. Still a decent break. That is definitely a suggestion to go long when we see that.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
See what's going to happen here. We still got those orders came back on up above at 75 and 77.
Music licensing reimagined.
We got a minute and a half on this candle. Thinking about the long here. Just the YM is scaring me a bit. Just with the way it's like below you know, the open pretty substantially. We opened at 45.15 and now it's at 44.983. So we got a little break. So if we can get a strong retake of the New York now, that would be a good signal to go long here.
Artlist.io.
Finding some support on the overnight right now. Overnight is pretty important, I think. It's been rejecting multiple times overnight.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, so we found some nice support there. We're right above the New York. But now I'm going to be looking for this candle to close
Artlist.io.
above the New York. So patience is the name of the game here.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Bearish fair value on the YM. So the YM could reject here and head lower. Looks like there's actually a bullish fair value gap right below the bearish one. So NQ is pulling back, ES is pulling back, and YM is starting to look more bullish. Okay, we just took out that bearish fair value gap
Artlist.io.
on the YM. So, but it seems like NQ and ES are working together here to go lower. Okay, another take in the New
Music
York there with
licensing
YM pushing up.
reimagined.
We just need NQ to cooperate. We got all these Mag 7. Mag 7's like pushing down right now. See, yeah, that's a 5. Pretty big red candle on the 5 for the Mag 7.
Artlist.io.
This is what I'm looking at on the other page there. So ES on the left, NQ on the right, and YM in the middle. Or sorry, it's not YM right now, but it's the Mag 7. Here's YM. So YM
Music
was way down there.
reimagined.
We ripped way up there and then went way back down there again. Now it's pushing higher, so that's why we're starting to see ES is a little more bullish than NQ. A little bit of nicer candle, but you know, this is why NQ is not doing good, because the Mag 7 index, well, the mini index that I've created here is going down, so that's kind of like holding down NQ.
Artlist.io.
The UK weighs replacing stamp duty with the new property tax. Not sure what that means, but
Music licensing reimagined.
okay, that's a pretty good take.
Artlist.io.
Mag 7's still going lower though, so it's got me reluctant to take this long. Now, is ES going to be the driver today? Possibly.
Music licensing reimagined.
A 500 tick chart, hey? Yeah, I've never tried the tick charts or the tick charts. That's interesting. And yeah, it's definitely, it's like we're dead center of the middle range right now. So pretty much on 2 of the 3 on ES and NQ for sure.
Artlist.io.
So it looks like we got some more orders that popped up on NQ. Not a whole lot, but there's some extra orders there at 71.72.
Music licensing reimagined.
That's one thing I don't really like about Project X is the VWAPs always, it can be very misleading. You look at the wrong one. Like it was looking like that was down there earlier, and now it's up there where it rejected. So we're rejecting off the overnight VWAP.
Artlist.io.
So Dow is rejecting a bit in this bearish fair value gap. So this long isn't looking that good right now.
Music licensing reimagined.
Right in a bearish fair value gap on YM.
Artlist.io.
Okay, the bearish fair value gap just got broken on YM. So it looks like it's pushing. It looks like it wants to go higher. But like I said, the Mag 7 is what's holding us all down right now. Or if that wasn't selling off so much,
Music
we
licensing
would definitely be
reimagined.
seeing higher highs here. Well, this is a pretty nice take of the New York and the overnight. Ooh.
Artlist.io.
So, thinking about taking an entry here. Yeah, I'm gonna take an entry here if I can get in.
Music licensing
Okay,
reimagined.
orders filled. Stop below this, only in 3 long here. Looking for something around the top of the range. Depending on how this looks, might consider adding to it if we're gonna go higher, but let's give it to here actually. If I lose this trade, unfortunately, I'm probably gonna just close down the trading desk because I locked the other account and I don't want to take more than 2 losses in a row on this account. So going back a bit here. NQ started
Music licensing
show a
reimagined.
little life on the green candle. The Mag 7 is bouncing a bit. YM is pulling back, unfortunately. So kind of want that one to work together, but maybe not.
Artlist.io.
Might be the turning point right there. Got rejected my entry, and then it came up to my entry and rejected. So we really need, you know, if this can hold, that's great. But next line in the sand is definitely electronic value area low. If we close below that, we still have the 200 EMA as a support. Is that even? No, that's not even in the right spot either. So. Pulling back here. Bit.
Artlist.io.
So if I do lose this trade, I mean, I'll be down 150 in this account on the day. And I guess I could look for maybe one more trade later in the day.
Music licensing reimagined.
So this isn't looking too happy right now. Got to pull back to the New York.
Artlist.io.
Just hope we can hold support here. Got a ton of orders above. It's just whether or not this might not be the time to go there, right? NQ still sort of a green candle. Meg 7 sort of green. Just
Music
Dow is one that's
licensing
not cooperating
reimagined.
right now. Dow's pulling back, pulling us down. So finding a little bit of support on the 21 EMA.
Artlist.io.
Let's make sure our VWAPs all connect properly. So 5-minute chart here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Come on, let's take this overnight. That would be beautiful. Everything's bouncing a bit right now. The Mag 7's starting to pop a bit. Yes, and NQ are up. What's Dow doing here?
Artlist.io.
Dow's back down at value area low, or value area high. Okay, rejecting at this area again. Let's see, we need to push above here. Let's limit sell 1 right there.
Music
Put this
licensing
target up here.
reimagined.
We'll put 1 limit sell here. Try to scale out of this position. Almost at. Okay, we're out of 1 there. Not very much profit on that, only $11, but that's okay.
Artlist.io.
Next stop is right below the previous day VWAP there, the Friday's VWAP, slightly above us.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm gonna move my stop at least to the bottom of this candle. I would say that would definitely be the
Artlist
invalidation
IO.
point at this stage of the trade. So we dipped into those first set of orders, took those, so we need 72, 73, 75.
Music licensing
That would get us up to
reimagined.
here. I'd be happy with being full out of the trade there. 57, 67, 70. I'll be close to break even if we get up to this area. If we do take this order, I might end up dragging my take profit even higher. Nice little break to the range
Artlist.io.
again.
Music licensing reimagined.
That up a tick. Okay, we're out there. All right, so now that we're out, we're gonna float this guy. We're gonna sit this break even. Good trade. Now it's just a waiting game. Let's see what happens. Let's hope it just keeps going. You know, if it keeps going, let's even target value area high on this. We'll give it a little bit of a area to front run it.
Artlist.io.
So we're down 50 on the day. If we do get up to the break-even point, which would probably be, I need another $25 from there. Anywhere up here, I'll definitely be dragging my stop
Music licensing
to,
reimagined.
guarantee to get back to break-even at least on the day. but not too concerned about it. If I get a win here, I can think about taking another trade later if anything shows up. So you're long on ES. I hope you're still long. I don't know if you stopped out or what's up, but
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Nice, Lafta. Good luck on this one then. It's going pretty good in your favor at the moment. Let's hope that we continue this move, and this isn't kind of the top. But, you know, we do have the value area high and
Music
electronic value area high up here,
reimagined.
so there should be some more room to the top side, right? Let's target this right in the middle.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Well, the patience definitely paid off here in this long position. I should have protected that first break of the range better. I was saying I should, but just didn't quite get to my target. But I missed it by 1 point, unfortunately. And then I went down in size on the second trade. Only took what was it, 3 contracts?
Artlist.io.
Sold 2 so far. 1 left. Just trying to be conservative. You know, I don't want to take 2 full losses in a row. Try to chip away at that first loss. No need to risk so large. My other account's looking pretty happy on the day.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looking like we're gonna get stopped here. It's gonna take us out here, it looks like. Yeah, there we go, we're out. Okay, so out of that trade, 20, 30,
Artlist.io.
33.75 profit. I mean, is what it is. Managed it. That's quite the candle, hey, on the way down.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, YM is just way down. Mag 7 pulling back hard. ES and Q both pulled back hard.
Artlist.io.
Doesn't mean it's over. But yeah, we dug into those orders at 75 and just went down from there. So if we see another move back to 75, that's a good sign.
Music licensing reimagined.
Should be able to take the 77s to 80s. I'm not that convinced that it's going to go down yet. That is a huge candle. We're actually kind of almost engulfing it now. We got equal highs. This is the 5-minute chart. We got equal highs on this 5. So that's usually a pretty good draw to liquidity. Targeting the point of control.
Artlist.io.
Finding some pretty big support down here. 64.60 on the book. 150 orders.
Music
So this is a
licensing
7:30
reimagined.
candle. Let's just do 1 minute here. 7:30. So this is actually initial balance low, and it bounced off of it. So let's template initial balance low. Alright, so I mean this could technically be a failed auction so far. We're gonna have to let this I want to go back to the 5 minute here and see where this 5 minute candle closes. It might be along here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looking okay for LAFTA. Yeah, whipsaw, totally. But luckily we found support at that previous day low, which has been kind of support all overnight here. So, you know, this area is a good indication of what the market is, where the buyers are. Oh, excuse me.
Artlist.io.
So we'll see what happens here when we get back to these VWAPs. Are they going to hold? It's going to reset. I gotta do this every time. Try to get your VWAPs to be
Music
accurate.
licensing reimagined.
It's a big pin to the downside. Bit of a failed auction at the IB low.
Artlist.io.
If we can take the New York again with some nice volume, a nice trade, nice candle closure above, then, you know, I would say that could be another indication for long, right? But I'm not going to rush into this.
Music
We'll wait for this to
licensing
play out a bit.
reimagined.
Oh, so this was a 45-minute candle. Let's go back to the one here. Okay, so that was the top of the range.
Artlist.io.
I do like that wick. This is looking good for the longs. We bought it up nicely. Just won't be fully convinced until we see a break of the New York
Music
again.
licensing reimagined.
A closure above the New York. Oh, I don't know why I'm so tired. I got a good amount of sleep last night, but yawning away. Maybe I need to switch to coffee here. Thanks for tuning in, LAFTA. I appreciate it.
Artlist.io.
Switch it to coffee. My nice important
Music licensing
Canada Cup.
reimagined.
Check that out. We got a moose and lakes and oh, I'm going the wrong way. And a beaver and some mountains. Pretty sweet. Okay, so we're above the New York and we're flirting with that overnight view up here. So hopefully we got 2 seconds on this candle. So we're not going to get a closure above. Unfortunately, we closed right on the New York, but that's could be worse, right? After that nice bounce off of the IB low.
Music licensing
But we're going to let
reimagined.
price action tell us what's happening, right? So yeah, it would be a good trading environment. Nice and chill.
Artlist.io.
Quiet. Zen-like. Where are you from, Lafta? Where do you live? I'm in Vancouver area, Canada.
Music licensing.
Nice, Los Angeles. So you're basically the same time as us here. So it's like 7:30 for you also, I guess. Yeah, PST versus EST.
Artlist.io.
But that's kind of a, you know, for me, I like being, you know, on the West Coast because, you know, if we have a decent day relatively early, like you have the whole day still, right? Like people can, on the West Coast, can get up early, they can trade, and then they can still go to work. Whereas like if you want to trade live on the East Coast, it's like right through the middle of the, you know, the morning where you'd be starting work. So it's the negative part, obviously you got to get up earlier. But the good part is that like you can actually have a day after you're done trading. It like doesn't really cut into your day. So we got 2.5 minutes, a little more than 2.5 minutes left on this candle. Like I said, if we can see a close above the electronic hour VWAP, the red one there, and obviously we will be above the New York, which is pretty flat right now. I'll be thinking about taking a long here, bouncing up a bit. So something like this for a long. Sort of like that, 4-point stop for a 6.5 take profit. But like I said, I'll wait for the closure of this candle. Maybe the next candle will pull back a bit, and then we'll get a chance to get an entry right at the VWAP there, or close to it. I'll probably end up taking some off at the value area low there, up above, and then stop to break even and take profit up there. I've been liking this whole idea of paying yourself on the trades. So like if you're in the profit, you know, it's better to just take some off. You know, you reduce your risk on the downside, and you you know, get some green in the account, right? So I went and printed off a piece of paper here that it is from information from a book that I've been reading, the trading in the zone, and so this is kind of what we got here. Probably pretty hard to read, but it's kind of like a write-up about how you should be thinking about your trades in the day, and then some like 5 points of truth, the 5 truths. So I'll read it off here real quick while we're being patient here. So creating a belief in consistency. I am a consistent winner because I objectively identify my edges. So like you don't carry in your thoughts from your previous trade to your current trade, and you're like seeing the price action and your levels and indicators as to like your edge in the market, and that's you're gonna act solely on those. I predefine my risk of every trade and the day. So like, you know, obviously putting your stop in, having your max daily loss limit is really important. So, you know, like that's why I usually try to put my little idea on here before I take the trade. Then I can judge where I'm going to put my stop and how many ticks or how many points the stop's going to be. I completely accept the risk, or I'm willing to let go of the trade or be done trading for the day, trading the correct size of risk of 1.5 to 2% of the account size per trade, or 6% on the day. So basically, you know, you just got to be open to cutting the trade. You know, you got to be open to losing it. You know, you're playing an odds game here, so you can't really like let your loss really affect you. Sorry, I'm gonna turn off my mic there while I cough. All right. Number 4 is I act on my edges without reservation or hesitation. Right. So, like I was saying, if we get a close above these VWAPs, I'll be looking for the next pullback to one of these VWAPs to go long. That's kind of my edge here, using the VWAPs and the value areas. These two VWAPs are lining up with value area low. So typically, if we get a closure above it, I'm going to be looking to go at least to the point of control and potentially to the value area high. Here's an important one. I pay myself as the market makes money available to me. So like taking profit at the highs or the lows or the point of control, the VWAP, extreme deviations. So like when we got these huge moves, we should be taking some off. Yeah, so that's kind of the idea that I've been taking too, is like paying myself as it's going up. You know, that's the benefit of trading the micros, is we have multiple micros, so we can sell it off on occasion as we're moving, right? So number 6 is I continually monitor and my susceptibility to making errors. So am I tired? Am I irritable? Overconfident? Am I trading poorly on the day? Maybe we have low relative volume on the day. It's not the best time to trade. So just those types of consideration. Right now I am feeling a little bit tired. I could say I spent a little too long on the charts last night in the overnight session, and didn't really get to sleep when I wanted to. I didn't get to sleep at such a bad hour, but yeah, staying in the game longer the better. Yeah, protecting your wins, you know, trying to scale out and protect it with stops is a good idea. Number 7 is I understand the absolute necessity of these principles and consistent success, and therefore I will never violate them. So you gotta be really strict on this kind of stuff, right? So you need to create the experience of trading mechanical and respecting the rules. So with this style that I've been using, I've been just, you know, scaling out and put my stop to break even. I think it's just protecting my downside, and, you know, cutting early if I got to cut the trade early if it's not looking good. Like the earlier loss that I took down $80, I did cut that before it hit my stop. I leave it that little extra room in case we get like a big candle wick that doesn't, you know, sweeps down and takes off higher. So I hate to get stopped out on those ones. You got to make sure you trade on your edge and not like a casino. And the object of the exercise is to convince yourself that trading is just a simple game of probabilities and numbers, right? So genuinely puts the odds in our favor by trading our edge, whether it's, you know, the VWAPs and the point of controls or whatever your edge is, IB low, IB high, opening range low or high. So you can think about trading in the appropriate manner, the 5 fundamental truths. And then the last point there is you can do everything you need to do over a series of trades. Then, like a casino, you can own the game and be a consistent winner. So that's kind of the idea. So the 5 truths, although only 4 of them got put on this paper, I don't know exactly why. 5 truths is anything can happen is number 1. Number 2 is you don't need to know, nor do you know, what is going to happen next in order to make money, right? So that's kind of like not having a bias, right? Like, you know, it's one thing to have it in the back of your mind, okay, well, we're in a bullish trend overall in the last, you know, however long. That's definitely good to keep in mind, but anything can happen during the day, so play off of your levels and be open to, you know, a long or a short, depending on what happens, right? So the third point is there's a random distribution between wins and losses for any given set of variables that defines an edge. So, you know, that just means don't expect to win every trade, right? You're trading your edge, which is great, but that doesn't mean that your edge is going to be correct all the time. Obviously, like, see, we didn't get a close above those VWAPs, so that, like, said that I wasn't ready to take an entry. Now, if we come down here and reject off the IV low again and start heading higher, you know, maybe this can be the next trade idea. Actually, is something like this. We'll take it back into the range off of the fail, and we'll shoot for the top of the range here with a stop down there, about 4 points lower. But again, I want to see a hold on the IB low, and then if it breaks a little bit below is fine, but I would need to see, you know, either a hold, some consolidation, and then a move higher, or a break below, some consolidation and a move higher. So you always got to put these little stipulations in on your trade. So number 4 is an edge is nothing more than an indication of a higher probability of one thing happening over the other. So obviously it's not a guarantee. And since I don't have number 5 on there, I'm gonna ask AI here really quick to tell me what the 5th one was. I think I looked that up before, but
music licensing reimagined.
let's search this.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
What is the 5th truth of creating a belief in consistency?
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Thinking probabilities, detach emotion from the results. 5 fundamental truths is, oh yeah, so the 5th truth is every moment in the market is unique. Oh wow, look at that failed auction. I looked away, and this is looking good for the longs here.
Music licensing reimagined.
So I'm gonna wait for this candle to close and see what we're looking like here. Bounced pretty good. Everything bouncing pretty good. What about the Mag 7 is kind of flirting with the bottom though. So let's see. I'm gonna give this another candle here. Quite often when we have a huge wick like that, it heads lower. So I want to see. We might see another retest of that. Yeah. But yeah, that would have been a great entry right there. Hey, wow.
Music
Dipped into
licensing
that.
reimagined.
Looks like those pulled off actually, but dipped down to the 58s and just ripped right back up. So
Artlist.io.
every moment is the market is unique. So the real measure of consistency is, did you follow your trading plan without hesitation? Did you manage your risk properly? And did you think in probabilities rather than absolutes? If your answer is yes, you are trading consistently regardless of whether a single trade is a win or a loss. So yeah, so I'm liking my trades this morning so far. 2 winners, 1 loser. My other account is up nicely, 238. This account was down 80, now I'm down only 53. So
Artlist.io.
I'm wondering if you're still in that trade. I mean, we did rip a little bit below the, I don't know how much of a stop you had on that, but that's the type of candle that usually hits stops. But I hope that you're still alive on that trade.
Artlist.io.
So I guess I'm up roughly 200 on the day.
Music licensing reimagined.
So liking that candle, hey, wow, look at that.
Artlist.io.
Oh, your other favorite market's corn, hey? Bonds and yen, corn. Oh, you're out of the ES for now. Okay. So we can think about this trade again, potentially. I just don't like the stop there.
Music licensing reimagined.
$4.5.
Artlist.io.
What do we got there? First take profit, 4.5. So
Music licensing reimagined.
that's a nice candle, eh? Damn, I should have got in on that. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Oops. Sorry about that, I'm back.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, it's probably stuck in this
Artlist.io.
range because of that reason. Anytime that Trump is talking, it seems to be choppy, so...
Music licensing
Glad we
reimagined.
protected our wins in that last trade anyways. So we closed above the New York, but below the overnight.
Artlist.io.
So that's not very telling. We had this nice close, but then we, you know, well, it's a pretty big wick. So I mean, the buyers are definitely around. It's just we're just in this range, in the middle of the range. It's just not the place I really want to be entering. So maybe what I need to actually consider is something like this. Get a close up here near the value area high or value area low. Go from there. Why is that 72.50? It should only be 70.50.
Artlist.io.
Yeah. 67.50. My levels are off a little bit. I must have dragged it around a little bit. Yeah, so we're stuck in the range right now. Not much happening.
Music licensing reimagined.
Not sure where. We usually have Keith and Paul are some of the other viewers that show up. Thanks again, Lafta, for showing up. Give me somebody to talk to. Appreciate that. It's better if there's somebody in them, not just talking to myself the whole time, right? 2:30 left on this candle. The Dow's kind of upper
licensing
half
reimagined.
or upper third of, it's above the opening anyways. What is our Mag 7 saying here? Mag 7's bouncing a bit. We're still below the New York area. Let's put a New York on this. That is old. It's old.
Music licensing reimagined.
Right, well, what time is it? 8:03. Might stick around another 30 minutes here.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
The hour chart isn't moving? Yeah. Let's check this out. 1 hour chart. This over here so we can see it.
Artlist.io.
I just got a text message from Top 1 Futures. Weird. You're on our VIP list for exclusive promos, so save 45% now with the code KICKOFF. Could be a scam. You know, when you start getting random messages from something that says that there's something, it could just all be from the Discord information. So they find your Discord. I don't know how they'd get my phone number though, so probably it might be a real thing, and I think they do have 45% off. I'm definitely not going to click their link. rzn.co/u/uxco10a3nz. Can't really, just don't feel like I can trust that. Okay, so like you're saying, so on the 1 hour,
Music
not moving.
licensing reimagined.
Yeah, we're just stuck right in the middle of that. Yeah, never click on phone links for sure. I know, like, why would I do that? Like, I can just go to their website, right? But these scammers, man, they're good. But it's a 1833 number, which is weird because normally those don't come from like 800 numbers, those scams, but maybe these guys are,
reimagined.
you know, a little more sophisticated or something. Yeah, we're just, the 1 hour is just doing nothing right now, eh? Just no room, no movement. Yeah, just stuck in this range. I don't know if I'm gonna take any more trades for now. I mean, especially in this range, I'm starting to feel like if I'm gonna do anything, I'll wait for it to get outside of the range and pick a direction before we do anything. You once clicked a link on your Twitter.
Music
on
licensing
Twitter, my
reimagined.
whole feed changed to Russian and Arabic tweets. Wow, really? That's crazy. That's interesting. Huh. So how did you fix that? Did you have to like go back in and delete everything and then
Artlist.io.
huh?
Music licensing reimagined.
Trying to catch up on what happened on a different stream here. Bitmom trader Krista.
Artlist.io.
Just wanted to see how her day went. Looks like she's took one trade at least, and it's down $100 right now. What is this? She's short 16 contracts.
Music licensing reimagined.
It's going against her a bit. So if it ends up, and I think by what the chart looks like there,
Artlist.io.
it's looking like it's gonna stop her out, but we'll have to see. Keeping tabs on my fellow streamers. Big rigmarole getting
Music
back on track.
licensing
Yeah, I bet.
reimagined.
Trying to remove all the weird posts and then have to re-put all your own posts back on somehow. That's interesting. So did it automatically wipe all your posts? Yeah, of course it's gonna be a hot Asian girl, right? Yeah, ignore the strangers, right? Because unless they have a reason to reach out to you, they're probably just reaching out to you to try to
reimagined.
be a bloodsucker, you know? So it looks like, you know, after we took those orders earlier, it's been thinner since then. 175. But they didn't even take them all, so it looks like, you know, I noticed with a lot of these orders, like when the price gets up there, it just, they like pull the orders. They don't necessarily let them fill, because those orders never went to zero, you know? It's just the algos are so quick, they can just pull the orders before the price takes them.
Music licensing reimagined.
I once got contacted by my guitar hero, Jimmy Page. Got his personal email again. Another bot. Yeah, exactly right. They're so good at figuring out who you like or follow. Like on my Discord, I'm getting likes, like friend invitations from like every single trading like person that I'm like part of their Discord with. So it's like Austin Silver wants to be your friend, and like, you know, Fit Mom wants to be your friend, and Zach Boyajian wants to be your friend. But it's like, if you look at the actual email, it's like you can tell right away that it's not actually them, right? Scammers are relentless.
Artlist.io.
They're relentless. So we're coming back down a bit here. Still stuck in the range. Not much going on. What does our 4-hour chart look like? We got two huge wicks on the 4 hours. You know, we did sell off from, you know, Thursday overnight, Friday morning before open. We were at the high of the week, and we've come down quite substantially. 460, 458, 460 to 509. So like 50 points basically we're down in the last day and a bit. So it'll be interesting to see. Yes, learn about an email tip. Instead of unsubscribing them, send them to spam. My email so much cleaner. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, definitely. More of a pullback here, hey?
Music licensing reimagined.
Nice big pullback here. Back to the bottom of the range.
Artlist.io.
Volume isn't super high here, but those buyers are definitely protecting below the initial balance low.
Music licensing reimagined.
Your bond trade, ZB. Okay, ZB is the ticker symbol, I'm guessing. Gave me back my losses. Nice. Curious now. Let me look up ZB. ZB, US bond treasuries. So I'm guessing ZBU25 probably, right?
Artlist.io.
Yeah, that's fallen down pretty steadily right now. I got weird numbers, eh? 114.
Music licensing reimagined.
Like sort of a comma 04. Interesting. Don't know how to read that properly, but pretty cool.
Artlist.io.
Get me back on the MES here. 5-minute chart.
Music
well,
licensing
might as well
reimagined.
do some uploads. I was doing a little bit of back testing, so trading, add trade. Let's go back to here. So we're down on this account.
Artlist.io.
Export, and this one is the July 30th account. Put that here, July 30th. Drop this in here. Update our 586 to 533. Yeah, I was down 92 on that other account.
Reimagined.
That one's locked out, so let's export this trade out here and add it to this one. Okay. Dashboard.
Artlist.io.
Had a couple pretty big red days on this week. Unfortunately, kind of broke down. This one was 2 trades, both back-to-back losers, so I overtraded a bit on this day, trying to recover some of my losses. Trying to control myself now. So looks like
Licensing
15 trades from Sunday. I gotta keep in mind though that even though it says 15, since I've been scaling in and out of my trades, you know, it might look like 15 trades, but it's really only like I think 2 full trades that I took part in. Just I've been adding in and scaling out in singular pair contracts. So yeah, not the best calendar. Back green on the week after those 2 big losses. I did have my 50K account, which unfortunately I blew.
Music licensing reimagined.
It was looking better, but I also had a pretty big loser day, I think, on the 11th on that day, and then I was so close to drawdown that I went a little too heavy basically on one trade, and then it went against me and killed me. So lots of green, but just the reds are just way too big, right? That's just way too big. So this doesn't seem right. 130.
Music
Why does this only show 138? 138 plus 46. Oh, I guess because that's yeah, that's right. Almost 200 because of the loss on that other account. So back here. So I got to do my markups also from that. So usually what I'll do is you go to daily journal, and then you add your note. I got a little daily template, so I'll add my trades in here. There's markups, end of day review, the biggest lesson of the day, and what was the best trade of the day. Make sure at the end of the week that I'll go back and review my trades. So did you see 70%? Day win 83%, 62% trade win.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, 3 good week, 1 bad.
Music licensing reimagined.
Not much happening there, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start doing my markup here. Let's go show executions, so I can see what I did here. Of course, took the first break of the opening range, which was not a good trade. I gotta be a little more aggressive in the future if I do take that trade. So this is a 5-minute chart.
Artlist.io.
Still stuck in that range. Alright, so we'll go down to the 1 minute.
Music
Took a long
licensing
at
reimagined.
72.50. And that, after that little pullback there, 72.50 on this candle. Was that the 64.72.50?
Music licensing reimagined.
Time is out. Oh, this is on the 5 minute still. That's why it's looks so weird. I'm trying to figure out which candle it was. It's right there. Okay, so it's that candle. 72.50. I was targeting point control. Stop below New York. Down there a bit more. 4 points. Go.
Music licensing reimagined.
Long MES 5 contracts. First break, opening range high.
Artlist.io.
Plan to take profits. Aggressively, but was slow to
Music licensing reimagined.
stop in profit. Okay. And then I cut it at 72.50. No, 69.25. Cut early. After breaking electronic VWAP.
Music licensing reimagined.
Down $80 roughly. Okay, the next trade was basically the same trade. So 64.72 long. 64.72 long. There. Targeting electronic point of control.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright. So I think I was only oh, hold on a second. I got that earlier. Entered 469.75 actually.
Artlist.io.
There, 469.75 long.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay. Sold one at 72. Long three of this. Long three MES targeting Point of control.
Artlist.io.
After a nice take of New York VWAP and electronic VWAP.
Music licensing reimagined.
Covered one at 64.74. Sold one, sorry. Sold one
Artlist.io.
at previous day VWAP. Sold one, not cold one. Sold one at previous day VWAP.
Music licensing reimagined.
And 64.72. Guess that's opening range.
Artlist.io.
Yes. Sold one at opening range high. What did I miss here?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, we'll send you a link, 100K, so you can make money for me. Yeah, send me a link, please. They're selling off ZB hard. The yield should be closer to the Dread 5.1. Oh, is that bad? Heard this will affect the overall markets negatively. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about the bond market, so maybe I should start paying attention to that a bit more.
Artlist.io.
So, and then the third contract I stopped out at break even, I think, right? Slightly in the profit, 64.70 exactly.
Music licensing reimagined.
Closed out last contract. Basically break even. Okay, so I got my two trades set up there. Make this look nice before I take my print screen here. What a chop, hey? Like, we've basically chopped since the open. 2 hours now, and we're still right at the range.
Music licensing reimagined.
How much did I'm down 50, so I only made about $33. Copy link. So then I head back to my daily journal here. You note that will be actually my second trade and third trade. So 1 loss, 1 win, 150K, and that's the
Music licensing reimagined.
this one is the July 30 account. July 30.
Artlist.io.
Right? Yes, July 30. So now let's go to this account. We don't have any trades on
Music
MES.
licensing
We only
reimagined.
had, MNQ. should probably go back and mark up this these overnight trades. Look at that cluster, eh?
Artlist.io.
It was a pretty long trade. So went long.
Music licensing reimagined.
So hard to see. Yeah, for sure. When it trends nice, it's don't exactly know all the details about it, but when it trends nice, it's a good trade, right? So +2. This one -1. Okay, so this was a long. Where was that? 23,858. 23,858, 75. 63
Music
and
licensing
72.
reimagined.
$857. That was
Artlist.io.
1805. 1805. Okay, right there. 1805, 1805, 1818. That was just those two trades.
Music licensing
Okay,
reimagined.
so, delete all this stuff here. Clear out my markups from this MES. Head over to MQ to do markups there for that. So 23,858 at 1805.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hey Keith, welcome. I was late this morning too. Actually, I slept in. Glad you made it. I'm just doing up my write-ups. We're probably gonna end the stream here pretty quick. Just as you can see, the market's been just going sideways, so I'm not really sure I want to risk any more trades. Just doing some markups from the pre-market trades yesterday. Getting a spam phone call again. Like, jeez, every day. Okay, so 1805. Right around there. Long position 1805 at 858.75.
Artlist.io.
58.75. I took 872. That's a take profit.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay. Long to MNQ. Yeah, hate choppy days. Work was busy, was down 200, got back to 30. Nice. Yeah, so this account I was up $80 after last night, and then this morning I took I took a trade right at the open actually. What do we got here? That was all from my trade from yesterday. That was a long trade. I was in it for quite a long time. But I've had this new idea that I'm trying out, and I'm actually taking a trade right at the open. So here we are, right at the open here. It was a minute or two, couple minutes before the open. I got in 3 contracts long. It opened at 6:30 here. Could have got a little bit of a better price, but that's okay. I'm going to be entering sometime around this area. Because we were at the value area low, I basically targeted the point of control up here, so it ripped right away. Took one off there, took one off there, ended up putting my third one break even, I think. Where did that get stopped out? 1, 2, 3. Only see 2 there. Oh. Yeah, sold one there, and sold one up here at the 807. So 2 out of my 3 I sold right up here. This one I sold because it was trending down 82. I didn't want to if it came down and stopped me out, I would have been completely out there. So yeah, I'm not usually the opening trade in the opening bell, but it worked pretty good there. So we're at IB low right now on MNQ anyways here, which would be correlating probably pretty close to our IB low of MES. Not sure what happened to my IB low. I had it drawn on there, but so there we go.
Artlist.io.
Just still kind of stuck in this range, finding lots of support down at the 64, 62 area, give or take a bit. So back to this markup here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, so covered 863 and 872. 863.
Artlist.io.
Covered 1. What was there?
Music licensing reimagined.
Artlist.io.
Took profit at, what was that? Thursday's VWAP.
Music licensing reimagined.
Up about 45 dollars, I think. Yeah. Small trade there.
Artlist.io.
And we'll head into our daily journal here, view notes. So that would be this guy right here.
Music licensing reimagined.
all winner, 150K, August 14 overnight. Okay, and then I got this big long trade. This was a long trade. So I started scaling in on this move up. I scaled in four contracts in that candle, added more up here at the top here. Ended up covering some more. Added again on this area. Added over here. And then started covering on the way down here. Covered there, covered here, and then I put I added one more in this area. Covered one down there, and then ended up stopping break even on my last share over there. But yeah, quite a long trade on that one. So let's get rid of this markup here, which I just finished. I didn't do a very detailed markup.
Artlist.io.
Okay, Lafta, thanks. Appreciate you showing up. Have a good day. Glad you made back those bond trade there you took. So
music licensing.
Leave the day feeling good, and see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I probably won't have a live stream tomorrow because I'm not trying to conflict with Randy and Christine's streams, and you know, I guess Tuesday's sort of my day off. I'll probably be recording any trades that I do take, and I'll just upload those at a later date. But yeah, I probably won't be on tomorrow, so have a good one. I'm gonna finish doing this markup and then take a look at the charts again. If anything's going on, I might consider taking one more trade, but yeah, maybe not. So okay, so 72, 74, 71, 69, 69 to 74 got in short. Okay, so let's do a short trade here.
Artlist.io.
So 872 was my initial entry.
Music licensing reimagined.
It's pretty interesting because I literally got edged on this trade. I had a 10-point stop or 10 and a quarter stop, and it literally on this point right here went one tick away from my stop. I recorded that trade too, but it's so long it's gonna take me a little while to edit that one. So
Artlist.io.
So let's say entered short here.
Music licensing.
Pieced in one at a time. So actually, I think this. Yeah. In this situation, getting edged was a good thing though, because it didn't take me out, luckily. Okay, so then it looks like I added one more contract on this candle here, which was 1849. Added one short here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay. And then I added again one here at
Artlist.io.
1853, which is so I actually added two short there.
Music licensing reimagined.
78. Added 2 there, added 1 here. Added 1 at the peak, 80, 23, 8, 79, 75.
Artlist.io.
879, 75. Added 1 more.
Music licensing reimagined.
Looks like I added 1 more after that too. Right there. 23, 8, 78, 25. This doji candle right there. As we started moving back down.
Artlist.io.
So it looks like I covered a couple here at 23, 8, 72 on this. And got into profit. Okay.
Music licensing
This would have brought
reimagined.
my average price up nicely, just like that. Uh, 872, 872, 872, 25, 870. We'll just do 871.
Artlist.io.
Covered, looks like covered 3 or 4 actually. Covered 4 here. Climbed back up. Added another short
Music
over there.
licensing reimagined.
Added back in. Contract.
Artlist.io.
Think, 78.
Music licensing reimagined.
78.
Artlist.io.
Music licensing reimagined.
This is going to be the longest trade I've ever marked up.
Artlist.io.
Because it looks like I covered 2 there, then I added there, added 1 back in on the way back down with that doji.
Music licensing reimagined.
Right there. added one. And then added one, added one, added one.
Artlist.io.
Added one there. Added one there. 76. It's the most amount of contracts adding.
Music licensing reimagined.
So that one's actually should be a little further. This one should be here.
Artlist.io.
Okay. Added one
Music
more on this one.
licensing reimagined.
23.8, 73.50. That big red candle right there. Added one.
Artlist.io.
What a mess. This is impossible to... You should see this. I don't know if you're still here, Keith, but look at this markup. Entered short. Added two. Added one.
Music licensing
Added one. Added one.
reimagined.
Covered four. Covered two more to reduce risk. Then added again. Added in. Added in. Added in. Added in. And that's not even the end of the trade yet. There's still... This is a long trade. So I sat through all this part and started coming back down. So I added here again once it started breaking down over here.
Artlist.io.
So what do we got here? Third red candle. Right down here. Added one more. And then looking like at
Music
200
licensing
EMA,
reimagined.
covered 2, 869.25. So covered 2 there. Covered 2 at 868.50.
Artlist.io.
Two more here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay. And then I was like really patient through this part. Held on to what was left. I don't think there's much left at this
Artlist.io.
point. So my take profit was actually 48. Right around there. Looks like I added
Music
in
licensing reimagined.
here at the break of the overnight VWAP. So added that in here. Added one here. And then covered one down here. And then stopped the break.
Artlist.io.
Covered one here,
Music licensing reimagined.
And the last one was right at this entry, so right there. I think it was slightly not break even actually. I think I took a small loss on this one. Closed trade with $7 loss on final contract.
Music licensing reimagined.
$80 trade. 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah.
Artlist.io.
It's like a mind map. So crazy.
Music licensing reimagined.
Artlist.io.
Music licensing reimagined.
Copy link. It's the longest trade in history.
Artlist.io.
Music licensing reimagined.
So beautiful. How are we looking here? We're still stuck at the bottom of the range. Not much going on. Back here. That one's locked out. MES.
Music licensing reimagined.
That trade never came into fruition. What a chop. What a chop. Are we going to go lower? That's the question. But anyways, I think I'm going to call it there. It's 9 a.m. now. 2.5 hours stream. Not bad day. Nice win at the open. Carried some profits from the previous night. and took a loss and a win in this account.
Music
So
licensing
small red
reimagined.
day, but I'm okay with that. Is what it is. So I'm actually just gonna lock this out right now so everybody can see that. Yes, lock me out. No more trades on this today. For either of my accounts are both locked out now. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Please, if you can, if you end up seeing this, hit the like button, subscribe, follow for more content, activate that bell notification. That'd be great. Have another video dropping in about an hour from now. Another trade that I took, so that'll be out at 10 a.m. And thanks for showing up, and I will see you guys next time.